everyone, this is Adam from Recreation Services, and this Friday is National Bike to Work Day. So in the spirit of Bike to Work Day, I want to talk a little bit about how to properly warm up and cool down for your commute to or from work or school. Generally, the primary reason for a warm up is to increase your core body temperature and increase the temperature of your muscles and bring in a little more blood flow into your muscles. So because of this, static stretching generally isn't recommended as a warm up. However, there's also very low risk of injury if you don't warm up for cycling. However, there could be a drop off in performance. So if you're interested in getting the most out of your workout or making it a little bit of a workout to and from work, it is good to do a little bit of a warm up. What is recommended as a warm up would be just gradually increasing intensity at the beginning of your ride. So start off nice and easy, spinning a little bit, and just gradually increasing your heart rate by working through your gears and working through your cadence until you're up to your cruising intensity. On the flip side, for cool down, you do want to gradually decrease your intensity and hopefully bring down your heart rate close to resting. That could be 5 or 10 minutes of lighter riding to finish off your ride. The more intense your commute is, the more time you'll want to give yourself to cool down. So you'll want to maybe start a little earlier in terms of your cool down, or once you get to your destination, maybe cruise around a little bit more, or just kind of walk around once you get off your bike, just kind of gradually bring your heart rate down. You can also add 5 to 10 minutes of light movement, so low intensity movement. You do want to prevent your muscles from tightening up too much, especially if you're going into a desk job or studying or something like that. You do want to try and prevent yourself from tightening up, which is a problem with cycling because you are kind of only going through half of the range of motion through your hips and knees, can lead to a lot of tightness through your hips and quads and glutes and low back and stuff like that. So if you want to do some light movement, like say a moving lunge or a Spider-Man stretch, just kind of gradually working through the range of motion there. For your glutes, you can do a marching cradle stretch. So take a step forward, pull your foot and knee up so your shin is about level to the floor, alternating feet. And then also if you have the means to do a roll through your IT band, that's beneficial as well. You just kind of roll through your IT band a little bit, up and down for about 20-30 seconds. If you find a spot that's a little tight, stay there for 5 seconds, try and push through it a little bit, and obviously doing each side. If you do a more of a dynamic cool down, you can then save a static stretch for later, or you can just go straight into a static stretch, which we'll talk about a little bit. If you want to do 2 or 3 rounds of 20-30 seconds each side, first thing you could do is more of a static lunge stretch. So you're really trying to stay upright. You don't want to bend too far forward or arch your back, so you want to stay as vertical as possible, really flatten out the lower back, but push that hip forward a little bit, hold that. Obviously you're going to do each side, holding 20 to 30 seconds each, do 2 or 3 rounds. The quad stretch is kind of a spin-off of the lunge stretch, so you're going to stay in that lunge, but you're going to reach back and grab that back ankle and pull up towards your butt. For this one, you can also lean forward a little bit. You'll still feel a stretch through your quads if you lean forward a little bit, so you don't have to worry about taking the stretch off the hips because it's not really the focus here. And again, 20-30 seconds, switch sides to each foot. I like having a bench nearby for this. As you can see, my balance is not great if I'm trying to do this just freestanding, so I like having a bench nearby to lean on, get myself squared up so I can hold that stretch steady for 20 or 30 seconds. A seated version of this marching cradle would be a knot stretch, so sitting one straight leg, cross over one foot, pull that knee into your chest. You can also play around with rotating a little bit to try and get a better stretch out of that glute, but try and find a spot that gives you a nice stretch there, hold 20-30 seconds, and then back and forth through those through both legs. Hopefully that lets you go through your commute and get the most out of your bike ride, and then loose enough to move around throughout the day. So hopefully you can get out and bike to work this Friday, weather permitting, and if not, you just bundle up and cover yourself up, bring a change of clothes, and hopefully you can get out and bike to work this week. Good luck.